I have a question that I'd like to ask you. And you can answer this regardless whether you've taken this action or not, because it's a very important answer to understand for yourself. It's actually very imperative for your future, for your consciousness, your awareness, and understanding truly who and what you are. The question I have to ask you, and that we should all ask ourselves, and before asking it, I'll preface it with the question: did you decide to get the jab or take this inoculation of a chemical soup into your body? The question is, why did you decide to allow this procedure to be done on you, if you did? When you truly answer for yourself the why of that, you will understand yourself much better. There's a second part to this question, and the second part is, why did I do this? And did I want to? Truly in your heart, ask yourself, at the core of your being, were you excited to do this procedure? Did you actually want to get this done? And to actually answer that properly, we have to remove any bait, any coercive mechanism, any need to feel like we were forced to do and make a decision that we may or may not have taken if these mandates and life deciding actions had to be made. Now, if you were excited and you just like vaccines, I guess, then all the more power to you. If you really love chemicals that are supposed to help you, made by the majority of Western medicine and pharmaceutical companies because you love technology and you love the future and you really trust doctors at that level, then all the more power to you. That's beautiful, because that's your path. You've chosen to trust implicitly that system. However, if you really, in the core of your being, didn't want to get this procedure, then the third question is, why? Why did you allow this to happen to you? The insight that comes from this is, what authority? Who, as an authority, is over your innate authority? How could anyone or anything be a higher authority than you? You and creation, you and your creator, you and your God, you and your belief system, whatever that is the only authority that is ever needing to be recognized, witnessed, and beholden to. There is no government, there's no organization or no business that can tell you what you should decide is best for you. You are the only one, no matter what, that can make a decision that is best for you, especially if it's a life-changing decision, possibly. There are no benefits that should ever make you decide or shift from what you truly feel in the core of yourself. Now, if you've already done this, and the answer to the question is, no, I wouldn't have done it because it didn't feel right, but I felt like I had to because my livelihood, because of the comfort level that I love and have been accustomed to, because of my children, because of my family. There's many good reasons to make a decision. However, when we don't know the true and possible outcome of the choice made, that can be a very detrimental understanding that you actually don't understand in that moment. Catch is, we need to start understanding ourselves better. We need to start understanding that we should never just go along with the crowd. We should never just go along with what somebody tells us to do, unless we know why they're asking us to do it. Key. What did I just say? Asking us to do it. Prefacing it with, I'm going to have you do an exercise or an experiment, and from that, I would like you to do this to join in the experiment. If I just come out of the blue and tell you to do something, very much like what we're seeing right now, and you just do it because I have decided to say, if you don't, this will happen. Will it? And even if it does, is that the end? Does your life just fall apart and give up? Or would you fall apart and give up? No one is more powerful or knows better what will serve you and be best for you than you. Doesn't matter how good a speaker is, somebody that we elected, some master of some art form or skill set. You are the only one who should be making decisions for you. Unless you're a kid. And if you hear this video, all the more power to you. Listen to your parents, because they still know what's best for you. Until you're like 15, 18, around there. But until then, as long as you have good parents, listen to them. This is serious though. Use this exercise in all experiences and interactions that you have. When somebody asks you to do something, question it internally, and if you feel the need, ask them why. If they can't give you a good reason, or just can't tell you why it is, then don't do it. What would happen if you don't do it? Yeah, there's an occurrence maybe with the current era we're in, and there are changes that might have to happen. But as I say, where there's a will, there is a way. And if you still have the will inside you to survive and thrive and succeed and grow and learn and create, then nothing can ever stop you except for you. If anything happens in the future from the decisions you made, it was only you that made those decisions. It's time you take your power back. Wherever you are in this game of life, that's where you are. It's where the path has taken you. And we all have different paths that our souls have chosen to bring us to this exact moment, right now, watching each other, interacting with each other. And we must relish and be very conscious of all of those thoughts that have got us here. And be okay with every single decision that was made to bring us to this beautiful point which we find ourselves at. I love you all, and I know you love yourself even more than you currently do. So be good to yourself. Make better decisions. Become your own authority. Be the best you can be, and make better decisions into the future. For you, yours, and your family, and every other human being on this planet. Because we need you more than ever right now. We all need each other more than ever right now. It's the time we all take our power back. Stand up and make sure we have our voice heard loud and strong. And be kind and gentle with each other. Have the compassion that is needed so that we understand one another a little better each and every day. Do not be the divider that the government wants you to be. Don't play along with their silly plans or games. When you disagree with somebody or somebody disagrees with you, show them compassion. Show them that you totally get where their soul's at and the choices that they make, and that their belief is their belief, and that it's beautiful that they feel and think that way. And that they're right. Because we're all right in any moment, because that's how we got there. And if you're wrong, man, be wrong, because it's amazing to be wrong, because that's when we really truly learn stuff. That's what really creates us to be better. You rock. Keep being amazing. Be stronger than you already are. And love yourself and everyone else more than you can even fathom in this very moment. Because I gotta tell you, everyone, we've already won. There's no doubt about that. And what do I mean by we've already won? Humanity is on a path of greatness right now. We're going through growing pains that humanity has gone through so many times before. And we have to go through the growing pains like I used to when I was a kid to become taller. We have to go through growing pains to get to a place where we actually become family once again and understand each other better and get along like we always should have, with all the differences, opposing opinions, our different upbringings. So just be awesome. That's the easiest thing. And be good to yourself. Because we all need a lot more support right now and attention. Because we all need to be here for every one of us. Because we've already won.